Hi, NDA, students and teachers. I'd like to say a couple things about the Honor Code, and I think I'd also like to introduce you to some statistics. Maybe get you interested in taking a statistics class. You've heard several times in the past that the Honor Code was actually written by students, which is true. I was a faculty advisor at the time. And it was a process that took a committee of anywhere from 20 to 40 students more than a year to write. Did you know that there's actually an Honor Code constitution? Although it's not a long document, there's quite a bit to it. Among other things, it describes the difference between the Honor Code Committee and the Honor Council. And also, there's, oh, wait a minute. Got to scroll down. There's actually ways of amending the Honor Code Constitution. So it's quite a sophisticated process we have here at NDA. As you may have also heard mentioned, we are somewhat unique in having had an honor code that was written by the students. And our structure has been emulated by many schools around the country. Clearly, we're having some success, as this slide from the Honor Code Assembly shows. We haven't had any second violations in, well, it looks like more than 4 years. Having gone to quite a number of Honor Code conferences, I can tell you there's a lot of schools that have more violations in a week than we have in our whole history. So I think we have something to be really proud of. Having a student-written and a student-run honor code means that it's the students who really determine how effective it is. One of the things I've learned going to different meetings is that if this is a picture of our student body, there's always going to be a portion over here who will absolutely never cheat. And unfortunately, there's also going to be a portion over here who will look for ways. The question is, the whole bulk, really, the majority of students that are right here in the middle. Are they going to go in this direction here, or are they going to go in that direction there? I know there are definitely schools, I've been to them, where this is really the winning side. And if you don't cheat, you are not cool. So cheating is cool. That's not the case here at NDA. And I think in large part, it's because we are pulling in this direction over here. So in looking at this chart here that we saw from Ms. Harris at the Honor Code Assembly, and knowing what we know about the history of second violations in our school, I would say that this blue is really pulling the entire student body up. Now, is it worrisome that the blue is getting, well, it's this size, then a little bit smaller, then a little bit bigger, then a little bit smaller? Man, this is a little bit smaller than I think we want to see. I'd say that's a little bit of a concern, but I really tend to look at the graph like this. I kind of combine somebody saying, well, it's very likely or likely that I would tell a student to stop if I saw them violating academic integrity. And here I can see, well, that the majority of our students also feel that it is very unlikely or very likely or likely that they would tell a student to stop. So I kind of like to look at the graph more like this. So I frequently come back to the main principle, or one of the main principles of the Honor Code, which is that if you see a violation or you see something that you don't think is really all that right, your obligation is to do something. It doesn't mean you have to go to a teacher, but you can. It doesn't mean you have to go to the dean, but you can. It can mean something as simple as just talking to the person who's committing the violation and saying, hey, we don't do that at NDA, so knock it off. Or even just, you're likely to get into a lot of trouble if you do that. But you have to do something. Don't just sit back and be a bystander. One thing you can do to help spread the honor code throughout our entire NDA community, which is students, teachers, and parents, is do what Ms. Callahan has done and get one of the brand new NDA Honor Pledge refrigerator magnets and put it on your refrigerator at home. Where can I get one of these great new refrigerator magnets? Go to room 304 and ask Miss Steves if you can have your very own refrigerator magnet. She'll give you one. Then, if you take a picture of your refrigerator with your magnet on it and post it on Instagram with the hashtag NDA Honor Code, you can win a prize. And that prize will be a gift card to either Starbucks or maybe Coffee Bean or maybe Chick-fil-A. So remember, not just for the gift card, but go get your refrigerator magnet. But more important, support the honor code, and remember, it is your responsibility and your privilege to do something.